Yesterday, I attended a new member orientation for Democratic Socialists of America, and I'm now a dues-paying member of that organization. And wanted to talk a little bit about my reasons for joining the organization and invite you to join as well. I have a sign-up link in my profile, or you can find it through my stories or elsewhere. So, as an ecological anthropologist and an academic for many years, my work focused a lot on looking at the causes and conditions of environmental harm and social harm, and the ways that those were connected in very deep ways to regimes of profit seeking and capital accumulation. And so that was through a very critical lens, but not a lot of solutioning, at least in my work. More recently, on my Substack, Spirit Matter, and on my social media channels, I've been talking about some of the spiritual dimensions of late-stage capitalism, the ways in which I think consumption and mass consumption is both a way that people seek to alleviate spiritual sickness, but that consumption also leads to further spiritual sickness. And I've also begun contemplating some of the spiritual practices that might work as solutions to some of the aspects of late-stage capitalism, some of the harm that we're seeing. But both of those endeavors have continued to feel a little bit flat in terms of actually putting things into action. And so with the recent win by Zoran Mamdani in the New York City mayoral race, I really just was impressed by the capacity that organizing has to enable that sort of victory to happen. It wasn't just Mamdani himself. He's, I think, wonderful and interesting, but there was a whole group of people organizing behind him for many, many years and just connecting with folks and helping to build coalitions across different sorts of identities, but connected through understanding of working class issues, having food, having shelter, having healthcare, having education, these things that are so basic and I think so important for a flourishing democracy and a society that is geared toward the well-being of many and not just the enrichment of a few. So I want to be part of that. I want to connect with other like-minded individuals and do what I can to help build some of those coalitions. So I hope you join me. You can find the link in my bio.